It's a good one.
That was dramatic.
Yeah, it's an adventure bike. That's why we're filming it in the rain. It's adventurous. This is the Gravois Commission.
Gravois. French? Is it French? Where's he going to go adventuring?
It's mine now. It's back on consignment. Client is of age and with injury, and the injury never got better. But we got it back, gave it a spruce. Like, built this about 4 years ago.
Got it. So what's the donor bike story?
Underneath, it is a 1983 R100 RS. So very lumpy bike with a big fairing, but it has that hot engine, big valves, big intake. Through the bottom, R100 RS. Front end is lifted straight off an R80 GS.
So it's like half adventure bike, half motor freeway.
It's a fast adventure bike that looks like a classic bike. Isn't that where we are though? How bang on trend was I 4 years ago? Where don't you feel like everything now is this like hybrid adventure road oriented vehicle?
Yeah.
Like, that's true, whether you acknowledge it or not.
Yeah. The silver pan at the bottom is something I've got.
That's a sump guard, and there's also one of those on the Marlboro bike.
Oh, so that's part of the adventure.
It's got an R100 GS oil pan and the sump guard. Engine crash bars in case you drop it. High handlebars, because very GS. We tried to put like a GS front on it, but it's a 19-inch front wheel, not a 21. See, I have to use this bike in a couple of weeks to film a commercial for a brand that will remain unnamed for now. One of my favourite things on this bike, so we've used the /5 headlight bucket and the /5 Speedo, but because we're using the 80s R100 engine, there's no mechanical tack drive that would drive the rev counter. Normally it's operated by a cable.
Yeah.
So we converted it to electric, and now it picks up the signal from the coil. Pretty cool. You have to make that. You can't buy that.
So that's not a GPS system.
No.
That's literally...
Well, it's a mechanical speedo, so that's still got the cable going into the back of the gearbox.
1 second. Let's just try and get that.
Dun-dun.
So that's the Speedo.
Speedo. And then the tack normally has another cable that goes into the front timing cover.
Hang on.
But
Let me scrub that.
as you can see, there is no cable.
Okay, so let's start from...
You know what else I did? And it makes this awesome. The GS fork legs got sanded and powder coated. Took all the casting marks off and powder coated them smooth. Took the extra nubs off for the brake caliper that doesn't exist and powder coated them to make them look older.
So what were they originally?
Cast. Just plain silver, cast aluminum,
Oh, I see.
naked
Okay.
finish.
Okay.
But it would look very 80s in my opinion. And I think it being shiny black makes it tie into the 70s thing.
Yeah, for sure.
High fender from the GS, triple tree from the GS, forks are from the GS. Front hub is from a GS. Then the fork gears and the headlight bucket are 75/5, as you know, because you're an expert now, Simon. GS handlebar,
Yeah.
/5 or /6 hand controls, they're new. And then our custom riser with ARPs. /6 gas tank with original paint.
What year is the gas tank?
1974 to 76.
Nice. It's quite slender, isn't it, the gas tank? Doesn't it?
Well, that's why I swapped it on. I felt like it lent itself more to the enduro look and feel.
Yeah.
We had the larger one on previously.
If you're enjoying the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. And,
Very natural.
Also, can you tell us what you like and what you want to see more of?
Could you please like and subscribe? Motor Gadget, M-Blaze, bar end, turn signals.
Isn't that one of the first bikes that had these?
No. So when you're riding along, you can see that the turn signals are on. Like, you can't see them flashing out eyeballs.
Oh, can you switch the front light on? Is that an LED?
LED.
Does it have rear indicator lights?
No, on the premise that you can see the bar end from behind.
Yeah.
So as the company evolved and building motorcycles grew, the demand grew, the work involved in rebuilding an 80s front end, the forks, the brakes, all the original parts, the wheel hub, all the stuff that goes into the front portion of the bike. It's so much work. And then you're left with forks and brakes from 40 years ago, right? You have to question is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, this is awesome. I love this. It's very charming. The brakes aren't as good as what we use now, and the forks aren't as good as what we use now, but it's awesome. I can use an Öhlins telescopic fork that looks real similar to that, as I've done on my GS, my personal build.
Very fancy cup of tea.
Yeah, well, we're British. Hey, look at my shiny brake lever. These
That's
are polished by the metal polisher man. And then another bit that I don't really talk about is that when we rebuild these old original rear hubs, they come with a tapered bearing that you're supposed to set the preload on. And no one does it properly.
Sounds really complicated.
So I send them to my chap who converts them to a sealed wheel bearing so that you don't have to set the preload anymore. You just torque it up. Cerakoted it, then laced it with unpolished stainless spokes to XL rims, continuing the Adventure Moto theme. Oh, should we start it up?
Yeah.
Did we not do that really? Rode it in.
You rode it in and then switched it off, but I wasn't around like with mine.
Put it in gear.
Hang on 1 second.
Gas taps. I'm not sure how much gas is in this. Let's put it on reserve. Sounds good. Ooh. Lovely bike. Nice champagne gold headers. Yeah. The airbox is interesting too. You saw this on the Marlboro bike and the Palmer GS. I did 3. This is the 3rd. I have this really trick braced swing arm. It's a period piece from a company called San Jose BMW. And you'll see all this extra bracing on the bottom of the swing arm. Felt it suited the theme of the bike, pulled it from the stash of neat parts.
Is it bigger than normal?
Yeah, beefier.
It does look like that.
Beefier and braced. Low profile seat, trimmed down the factory fender. Original subframe, welded on a bracket for the tail light. And that's it. Bob's your uncle. Fanny is your aunt.
Thanks for tuning in.